Today we're going to be doing an oil change on a 04 Chrysler Town Country with a 3.3 liter V6. That's coming up next year on Jesse B Gear. Welcome back, everybody, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below if you like videos like this. Well, in the last video you saw this van in, I showed you guys how to put some front brake pads on it. While we still got it up in the air, it's due for an oil change. So I figured since it was on the jack stands, we might as well knock that out too. So we'll go ahead and get the camera underneath this. I got it up on jack stands right now. Normally when I do oil changes, I put it up on ramps, but I'm just working with what I already did. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, now we're under the car here, and right here we have our drain bolt on the oil pan. And if I look at my socket right, we have a 13 millimeter. Now remember, when you're doing these, it's lefty loosey, righty tighty. So I'm gonna break this loose first before I get the oil pan, drain pan under it, just to see how hard this is. And holy crap, somebody did a number on this. Now I know the person who owned this before took it to Valvoline, and man, do they got it tight on here. Let me break this loose here. Now this makes me wonder, I see like RTV and stuff on this. This is why I like doing my own oil changes and don't trust people. So we'll get our socket back on there. I went and got a longer ratchet. People, this should not be this hard to get off. Alright everybody, here's a thing for you. Do not go to instant oil change places. I ended up having to get a breaker bar to get that loose. That is ridiculous. So now I'm going to make sure, yep, it's loose. Pull the old drain pan over, bump you guys a little bit, and we're just going to unthread this. Sometimes you get lucky. I'm going to move you guys here real quick, and you don't get oil on you, and sometimes you do. Alright, there we go. Now we're just going to sit here and let the oil drain. Now what I like doing is taking the plug, just taking a rag here. I like wiping it clean. Just something I like doing. And you can see the oil is just like somewhat dribbling now. So I'm just going to take my rag, wipe down that area real quick. Just make sure it's nice and clean. Then, as you can see, it's just dripping now. You're never going to get all the oil out of your engine, so it's not even worth sitting here and just waiting for it to drip. It'll be alright. Alright, I always like throwing that in by hand, just until it is snug. Get another wipe down with a blue towel here. Move that oil pan out of the way. And I'm going to switch my socket over the tightening here. And we're going to tighten this up, and not near as tight as what Valvoline had it. You just need to go back to that German torque spec. Good enough. Don't need it to be very tight. Let's move on to the filter. Now we're to the oil filter here. And I picked up these Pittsburgh oil filter pliers on a special at Harbor Freight, and now we're going to try it out on here and see how it uses and how it works and see if it's any good. What I'm concerned about, there's not a lot of room between here and here. If this doesn't work, I do have the cap style that just goes over the end of it, so I'm not real worried about it. But I figured this would be a good time to try these pliers out and see if we can get it to move. And just unlike the drain plug that we just did, this was actually under the right tension. So now I'm going to move my drain pan over here, and we're going to get this off here. And these pliers grab pretty dang good. Now I should be able to get it by hand. I'm gonna move here real quick to get this lined up so it'll catch the oil. And now we just thread this off and get oil everywhere. Now, just like with the oil drain plug, you're never going to get all the oil out of this. What I like to do, move this over a little bit, see if I can get you guys a better look here. Alright, you guys can see up in there, you can see right here, this is where your oil filter goes, and you see all that oil up there. So we're going to wipe down this maintenance surface here real quick. Get that all cleaned up. That way we know if there's any dirt or anything there we got to get rid of. That would keep us from having our O-ring sealed. Now we got our new oil filter here, and what I have is some fresh oil. And you always want to go around the seal of your oil filters. You don't do this, they get stuck on the engine when you go to take them off. And then that's where bad things happen, where you gotta stick screwdrivers through them and all kinds of other headaches. So always make sure you lube up the O-ring on these before you put it on. Alright, now this is where some people are different. I put some oil in this just so on startup it gets through the engine quicker. Some people don't leave it any in it at all. They just thread it up and fire it up. Leave a comment down below on what you like doing. Like I said, I got a little bit in here. Now we are just going to put this on, and this is just going to be hand tight. Alright, I got it hand tight, so that's good to go. Let's move back up on top. Now we're back in the engine bay here, and right here is your oil cap right on the very front valve cover. Nice and easy to get to. Just unthread that. Then take your funnel, stick your funnel in there. And now I'm going to leave it with this part down on the bottom, just so it don't spill. Grab my oil, get the top of it off here, pop the top, and then just start filling it up to the right appropriate amount of oil that we need. Now here's something I like doing is I paused for a minute, because what I did was I took it off the jack stands. And the reason for that, take it off the jack stands or pull it off your ramps, because if you fill this up with it on those, you're not going to get an even level on your fills on your dipstick. So I always do that when I do an oil change. So now that I started it up, let the oil run through the motor and everything, it's time to check and see where we're at on our level. The first time you pull it out, just wipe it off. Usually that's an inaccurate level. Put this back in. Check it again, and you can see right there we need to go up to the bottom of this hump right here, so we need to put some more in, probably about another quart. Alright, so I poured more in, wipe that one off because we know that's an inaccurate reading. Check it again. You can see we are right to the bottom of that hump right there, which means we are full, so we're good to go. Now all you gotta do, put this back in, pull my funnel out, put my rag under it to catch any other oil, put our cap back on, and we are done with our oil change on our 04 Chrysler Town Country minivan with a 3.3. I'm pretty sure it's probably the same procedure for the 3.8 liter too. So as you can see here, doing an oil change on the 04 Chrysler Town & Country with a 3.3, like I said, the Dodge Grand Caravans would be the same, and I'm pretty sure the 3.8 liters in them are also the same procedure. Not very hard to do at all, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So as always, don't forget to check the links out down below. Down there, I'll have some affiliate links that... So as always, don't forget to check the links out down below. Down there, I have affiliate links, some with discount codes to save you guys money. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below. We are one nation under God, and I'll see you all on the next one.